Now, from one true story to another, a shaggy dog story indeed, because like most pet owners, a Dublin woman who lost her dog searched the local area in vain and then realised she was, I do apologise, barking up the wrong tree, when Battersea Dogs Home said it had found her pooch in London. Ray Kennedy reports.
This is one terrier with quite a tale. 9 months ago, Holly the dog went missing from the Dublin home of owner Laura Cleary. Her faithful hound now found. She's crossing international frontiers to reclaim her best friend.
We got a letter from Battersea Dogs and Cats Home in London to say that she's been found there. Oh, we were delighted. It's great news. Can't wait to have her home.
Holly, the terrier poodle, disappeared from her South Dublin home last April. Her owner, Laura, doggedly pursued her pooch, but the hunt yielded no leads. Call in the pet detective. Ireland's only Ace Ventura, accompanied by tracer dog Pepsi, picked up the trail and concluded there was a human hand involved with Holly's disappearance.
Very few people realise exactly how many animals are going missing, because an awful lot of animals are abandoned animals and they're just picked up. The chances of actually getting an animal back that goes to the UK are very, very slim.
Her neighbourhood in the South Dublin suburb of Tala was thoroughly searched. Few could have guessed Holly would eventually be collared by dog wardens 279 miles away in Harrow, West London. Luckily for Holly, she'd been microchipped. Battersea Dogs Home managed to track down owner Laura using the identification device. Pause for thought for dog owners everywhere.
What it contains is a small metallic coil and some electronic bits. What happens is it's injected into the scruff of an animal with a very sharp needle, and it then stays under the skin.
This morning, Holly's getting ready to go back to Ireland. Laura's on her way to a dog's home in Berkshire, where this canine calamity will come to an end. Ray Kennedy, Sky News, Dublin.
Well, what a tale. Pet detective from that agency, Happy Tales, Robert Kennedy, joining us now with, indeed, Pepsi, the fearless dog. Thank you very much indeed for joining us on Sunrise this morning. So dog napping is real and it's with us then?
Absolutely. It's very, very prevalent both in Ireland and the UK. We deal with cases, Mark, in the UK and in Ireland of this nature, but predominantly we deal with missing cases. It was just a great joy when we got the call that Holly was back and safe and reunited with Laura and her family.
Yeah. I'm wondering why a sort of terrier-poodle cross would be pinched. You can understand why a pedigree dog, for instance, would be taken. But what do these thieves want to benefit from?
Well, you know, we deal with about 50 calls every week from all over Europe for stolen dogs, Mark, and this particular breed would be of no benefit to anyone. Certainly, we're dealing with small dogs that are predominantly the ones taken, and both from Ireland to the UK and from the UK to Ireland, we're coming up with more and more cases on a weekly basis.
And obviously easily concealed, easily transported because of the size.
Correct, yes. I believe that there's a number of animals are brought over in vans and vehicles between Dublin and Holyhead and also Rosslare to Fishguard on a weekly basis. We have about 300 to 700 animals weekly stolen in this country. And luckily, because Holly was microchipped, we were able to locate her.
Well, it did a real boon, and it's resulted in this happy ending. But how on earth do you go about trying to find the trail of a dog?
Well, first of all, what we do is, Mark, we use a behavioural profiling of each animal. We get the history of the animal. We also use DNA analysis, which allows us to work whether the animal is actually still alive or dead. With this case with Holly, we were satisfied that the animal was still alive after using our DNA, and we used a tracker dog which was able to send Holly down to a property not far away from where she was living, and we believed that this could have been a safe house for many dogs that were stolen. Unfortunately, by the time we got the Gardaí involved, the actual animal had been transported out of the house, and obviously it's ended up in the UK.
But as we can hear and see, obviously a happy ending, and hopefully for many owners to come. But thank you very much indeed for joining us, and we wish you success with your work as well, and especially to Pepsi there. Looking
For sure.
very,
thank you very much.
very chipper.
Thank you.